Hello, welcome to all. Hello, I am Sachin Sambhaji Patil. I welcome to all of you for this session. So, in this session, we are going to see RC coupled common emitter amplifier. Once again, I would like to welcome to all of you for this session. So, what is RC coupled common emitter amplifier? What do you mean by RC coupled? Okay, so common emitter amplifier. In the case of common emitter amplifier, so there is a emitter terminal is common between input and output. Okay, so we can see here this is the emitter terminal of transistor, this is the base terminal of transistor, this is the collector terminal of transistor. So emitter is common between input and output. Okay, so this is called as common emitter transistor. So in case of we are using this common emitter as a amplifier. So what do you mean amplifier? Which amplifies or increase the strength of input signal or increasing the voltage level of the input signal is called as amplifier. So we can see here to operate this transistor where we need to operate this transistor in the active region. So for that purpose we need to keep the operating point of transistor in the active region. So that is the Q point of transistor. That's the question point. So we can see here, so this is the R1 and R2. R1 and R2 are the biasing resistors of transistor. Okay, R1 and R2, these resistors are required for biasing. What am I biasing? It is nothing but the applying any external DC voltage source to semiconductor device is called as biasing. Okay, C1 and C2, that is a coupling capacitor. C1 and C2 are the coupling capacitor. This is C1, okay, and this is the C2. So coupling means these are the capacitors are required to couple. Couple means to join one stage of transistor if you want to connect to another stage of the transistor. So that is for this is a single stage common emitter amplifier. Suppose we want to use this two stage common emitter amplifier. In that case, the C2 will be coming in between that. In the first stage of common emitter amplifier, it need to connect the second stage of common emitter amplifier. So that is the with the help of coupling capacitor it is required. Okay, so Vout is output voltage and Vc is the collector terminal of transistor voltage. Okay, and we can see it Vi is the input voltage is applied here. Okay, here is AC input voltage and we are getting the inverted output voltage, but it is an amplified, because in case of common emitter amplifier we are getting 180-degree phase shift in the output voltage. Okay, 180-degree phase shift in the output voltage, but it is an amplified output voltage. Okay, so it is inverted. It is a inverted. So we can see here this is the input voltage, this is the output voltage here. This is the C1 coupling capacitor, C2 is another coupling capacitor, R1 and R2 are the biasing resistors. Okay, RC is a collector resistor. Okay, RE is emitter resistor which is connected to the emitter terminal, so name is given emitter resistor. So C is a bypass capacitor, CE is connected here at the emitter terminal in the ground. Okay, so okay, we are using this is RC coupled common emitter amplifier here. So in this case biasing is very essential because we know that the transistor is operating in active region. So this is the NPN transistor, because this arrow is output direction, the base terminal should be positive and the collector terminal of transistor NPN transistor collector terminal should be connected to the plus VCC, it should be positive. So input should be forward bias and output junction should be in reverse bias mode. Okay, so now it is in reverse bias mode because this is the NPN transistor. If P is connected to positive, forward bias. If N is connected to negative, reverse bias. But see here, NPN transistor inside is there, N layer, P layer and N layer. Okay, so N is connected to the plus VCC, means N is connected to plus VCC means it is an output junction in reverse bias mode. So input forward, output reverse, transistor is working in active region. Okay, so what is the important is there, the single stage RC coupled amplifier. So using transistors or single stage RC coupled amplifier we can call it as, because there is only one stage. Okay, single stage RC coupled, because there is we are using coupling, we are using the for coupling means to join one stage to another stage. Where using the RC coupling, we can see here capacitor is there, resistor is there. Okay, capacitor, resistor, and that's the RC coupled. And the type of biasing is voltage divider biasing, that is the capacitor C1 and C2 is called as coupling capacitors. Load resistor RL is coupled to amplifier through coupling capacitor. This amplifier is called as RC coupled amplifier. Okay, why it is called RC coupled? Because load resistor RL is coupled to the amplifier through coupling capacitor. Okay, we can see here in this diagram the load resistors RLs we can connect here, and there is RC combinations happening, that's why it's called RC coupled. Okay, now why called as RC coupled amplifier? Because load resistor RL is coupled to, coupled means connected to amplifier through coupling capacitor. Okay, this amplifier is called as RC coupled amplifier. So why called as common emitter amplifier? The transistor is connected to common emitter configuration. Okay, means emitter terminal is common because transistor having the 3 terminals are there. Okay, total 3 terminals. We know that 3 terminals are there. That's the emitter terminal, base terminal, and collector terminal. So emitter terminal is common between the input and output. That is the common emitter. That is the amplifier. Okay. So we can say common emitter, RC coupled amplifier. So biasing resistors, that is what are the biasing, R1, R2 are the biasing resistors, RE is the emitter resistor, R bias for biasing the transistor in the active region. Because of operating the transistor as an amplifier, it is necessary to bias it is in active region. Okay, because we are using a transistor as amplifier, and which can be work as a amplifier in the active region only. So that's why biasing resistors are required, because the type of biasing circuit used here is voltage divider bias. Okay, the RC is the collector resistor used for controlling the collector current. So we can see here in this diagram, the R1 and R2 are the resistors. Okay, are using for biasing resistors. These are the biasing resistors. Okay, which is and this is because of this it is called as voltage divider biasing. This is name is also called as voltage divider biasing. There are different biasing circuits are available: voltage divider biasing, cell bias, emitter stabilized biasing. Okay, emitter, that is the feedback biasing circuit is there. So mostly it is a this is called a voltage divider biasing. So R1 and R2 are using as the biasing resistors. So okay, so RC is the collector resistor used for controlling the collector current. So RC is the collector resistor used for controlling the collector current. So coupling capacitor C1, input coupling capacitor C1 is used to couple the input signal to the base resistor. Okay, we can see the coupling capacitor C1 here. This is the coupling capacitor C1. This is the coupling capacitor C1 is using for coupling. Coupling means connect or to give the input signal to the base of the transistor. So coupling capacitor C1 is required. This is the coupling capacitor C2, that's given to the output signal to the output. Okay, and this is the C1 is given to the input signal to the base of the transistor. That is the C1 is required. And R1, R2 required for biasing. The RC is required for current limiting to control the current which is coming from the plus VCC. Okay, and the RE and C, these are the C is the bypass capacitor. Okay, required to this controlling the emitter current. And this is the coupling capacitor C1. So what is the criteria for selection of C1? Actually C1 म्हणजे coupling capacitor जो आहे तो criteria काय आहे selectionचा? XC1 is equal to 1 upon 2 pi FC1. This is the formula. XC is a capacitive reactance, is inversely proportional to frequency, is equal to 1 upon 2 pi FC. So XC1 काय असेल 1 upon 2 pi FC1. So FC is the frequency of input signal, and C1, what is happening? If the frequency decreases, reactance increases. Just suppose frequency constant hai, so what is happening? 2 pi constant, C1 constant hai. Okay, frequency can be changed, frequency can be varying. So frequency increases, reactance decreases, or frequency decreases, reactance increases. So being used for coupling the AC signal, the reactance XC1 has to be small as possible. Okay, XC1 should be small as possible. So that should be high frequency input signal can be applied. So practically the value of C1 should be large enough. So value of the coupling capacitor C1 should be large enough to XC1 very small. If the coupling capacitor is more, the Xc1 will be small, because input impedance of amplifier should be input impedance of amplifier. Okay, that we have seen already. What are the conditions for amplifier? We have seen that. What are the condition? Input impedance, output impedance of amplifier. In that case, what should be conditions? Already we have seen that. In case of the transistor, which is the connecting, okay, input impedance of should be infinite, high, output impedance should be low. So because we are applying here AC input signal, so that purpose we need input signal should be input coupling capacitor value Xc1 should be small, because high signal can be passed. So Xc1 less than is equal to Ri by 10. Ri means that is the biasing resistance, R1 parallel with R2. So Xc1 should be less than is equal to Ri by 10. Okay, that is the condition is necessary. For Xc1 less than is equal to Ri by 10. Okay, F is equal to F minimum. Xc1 means F 2 pi Fc, 2 pi Fc1 less than is equal to 0.1 Ri, and by changing this value C1 greater than is equal to 1 upon 0.2. Okay, after solving this 0.2 pi F minimum Ri input resistance. Okay, and this is the selection criteria for the coupling capacitor. So lower cutoff frequency we are getting 1 upon 2 pi RICI. Ri means that is the R1 parallel with R2, and C1 is the coupling capacitor C1. So what is the bypass capacitor? The capacitor connected in parallel with the emitter resistor Re is called as bypass capacitor. We can see here the resistor Re should be high as possible for good Q point. Q point means question point stability under the DC conditions, but Re should be small as possible for the AC voltage gain. Okay, so for DC conditions that should be Q point stability, but Re should be emitter resistor should be high as possible. Okay, but for in case of the AC voltage gain, Re should be small as possible. So what is happening under DC conditions? Okay, this is act as when Re should be high. Okay, DC conditions it shown here C open, and AC condition shown C closed. Okay, these are contradicting requirement, but the C, that is common emitter, fulfill both of these satisfactory. Okay, so actually what is happening, the common emitter amplifier act as an open circuit for DC. Okay, this is actually open circuit for DC and act as closed circuit for AC, because we know that capacitor is passing the AC signal and blocking the DC signal. So for AC component it will be pass, it will be act as short circuit, and in case of DC conditions it will be act as open circuit, because Xc is equal to 1 upon 2 pi Fc. So frequency increases, reactance decreases, frequency decreases, reactance increases. Frequency decreases means DC, reactance increases, so current will be passed through Re. If frequency increases, reactance decreases. Reactance decreases means current will be passed through the C. Okay, AC conditions. So selection of coupling capacitor C2, Xc2 less than is equal to R out by 10. This is condition. So 10 divided by 10 means 0.1 R out. So 1 upon 2 pi Fc2 less than is equal to 0.1 R out. So what is C2? After solving this, greater than is equal to 1 upon 0.2 pi F minimum R out. So reactance of Xc2 should be less than 1 by 10th of R out. So this is the important condition. This is the output voltage shown here, AC input. This is the base current, and the IC beta times IB we are getting. We can say amplified output current. This is the current, and there is no any phase shift. Okay, collector current varying about the Q point, collector current I CQ. Okay, and this is the output voltage common emitter. This is the, we can see okay, that is given the drop voltage across the resistor RC. This is the collector voltage VC. Okay, and this is inverted. This is a 180 degree phase shift is there. It is the inverted 180 degree phase shift of the input voltage, but it is amplified output voltage, and this is we are getting output voltage here. So output voltage we out 180 degree phase shift between the output voltage and input voltage. So output voltage is, it is a 180 degree phase shift, because it is the phase shift in the voltage only take place. There is no any phase shift in the current. So but it is the amplified output voltage. So I am very thankful for watching.